Hello everybody, here we are. I'm going to teach you how to cut out highlights from our VO video that you can download to your computer, and you can save them to put a bunch of them together for a highlight reel, or just that one video you could share with friends and family. So first select its game. So here I'm going to select the game we had against the '05 team. And then if I click on this icon here in the right, it's got dots and lines, not the three dot lines, but the dots and lines. I'll get a highlight list, and these are mostly artificial intelligence generated highlights. So this is like the start of the half. I'll say save to that. And then there's some that I created, like I created this one here. The artificial intelligence is pretty good. Like it found this goal, found that goal, and these were accurate. Save it, save. So you can go through and create your own by watching the game and deciding, oh, I like that, this or that. So how do we create our own highlight? We go to this, we find the highlight first. So I'll close this out temporarily. So I can open it with that highlights list, and close it with that. Okay, so how do I do that? I just watch the game. So I was looking through earlier, and I found one right about 4 minutes, 16 seconds. Let me see. So currently I am at 3 minutes, 32 seconds. So I can jump ahead like 5 seconds at a time this way, or I can use on my keyboard, I have the right arrow and the left arrow to move me forward. So let me go a little further. I think there was a nice steal about here. Yeah, so boom, nice defense off to Ty, back to Renner, and we got possession. So I'm going to remember that as, when did that take place? I'll rewind a little bit. That took place right about 4 minutes, 14 seconds. So I'll write that down on a little piece of paper, and then I'll come over and create a highlight at that time. So what I do is I come to this blue X, and if I click once, it'll give me these tags. I'll choose a tag like a defense or a goal, whatever happen to be. So in this case, I'm going to call it defense. And then I will come down here and adjust the time frame of this highlight. So I said it was about 4 minutes and 14 seconds that I thought I wanted to start, but when I clicked initially for the highlight, it like goes out more time than you might want. That's why you can adjust it here. Let me just see what this looks like. Okay, so yeah, that's when the ball is stolen. So I'll pause here. Maybe I'll stop there. So my highlight time frame will be about that, and then I can go ahead and choose my visibility. It can be public, where everybody on the team can see it, and it'll be one of the highlights in the list. Or I can change it by clicking on the public and going to team only, or involved players, or only me. So far I just use public for most things, unless it's just like something I thought was interesting for Nick. I put only me, so not the whole team doesn't have to go through that. So I'm going to keep it public. So I'll hit save, and then so I've got my tag. You have to have a tag, defense in this case, and then you choose your visibility. And there's other things here you can do, but don't worry about that till later. It's a little more advanced. And then you can click create highlight. And now you've got that highlight. You can see this highlight now. If I close out this create highlight and I go back to this highlight list, I'll see at about, yep, there it is, the defense one. So let's see, my computer zoomed in a bunch. If I click on it, it'll bring us right to 4 minutes, 14 seconds when that steal occurs. Okay, so I've got that highlight now on our list. The other great thing about this is if I go to these little dots on the right of the highlight, once it's done rendering, it takes a couple minutes to render. I'll be able to download it by clicking download here, and then I can put that'll show up for me in my downloads folder and on my Mac, and I'll have that file that I can email to myself or text to myself. It'll be in the downloads folder here for the for me to do whatever I want. And what you could do is you could save those highlights in a folder on your computer, and then once you have as many as you want to put together, you can say you have 10 highlights. You can put all 10 of those highlights into like something like iMovie or some other movie maker, and then combine them all. So yeah, I just got to wait for this to render.